Ladies and gentlemen, more SpellForce free is here. Got sent this replay here from Farlan, the guy playing the trolls in the green color. His opponent in the bottom. This is Lusty, playing as the humans. Hero of choice will be the Wolfguard commander, going up against the chieftain. I think Farlan went random here, however. Like, he usually doesn't get trolls. If he gets to pick, right? so I think he's relying on random. This is random trolls, as he would call it. When he goes random, he very often gets trolls. But when he picks for himself, it's usually elves, I think. And then he goes reindeers. Anywho, Evergreen Forest is a pretty special map where you go for these front sectors, and really the mission is to try and upgrade this. But hey, Farlan actually is skipping the initial smasher, which will mean that he doesn't need to worry about whether this sector comes up or not. It will in fact come up in time, so any early aggression wouldn't have worked anyway with the Wolfguard commander. Well, it could have still killed several workers, but the troll workers are stronger than the others, right? At 300 health, that is definitely something. Resource buildings are pretty standard in terms of distribution, but there's only one hunting hut. We should expect a second one alongside a second Stonebreaker, but we'll see exactly what the distribution on that will be. I really like how the troll buildings look, by the way. Just, there's a charm to them. A bloody charm. Whoa! Hold on there, soldier. Where are we going? Okay, that is a very interesting path that Farlan is taking. Normally you'd go back here to get the creeps, right? But he's not doing that. His opponent is. Lusty is playing this box standard with some initial infantrymen coming out, but Farlan is going for the steal. In terms of the path he chose, there is no troll guard. It is throw junk and slam, and brute force 2 alongside pick up junk. And I think what we'll do is we'll super quickly mute that sound, okay? There. I don't need the announcer to speak over me, although it's really good stuff. You shouldn't play without it. Wolfguard commander gonna pick up some stuff. The weapon's a good pick. Weapon's a good pick because the Wolfguard commander will be able to pick off the individual smashers supposedly with that. But of course Farlan isn't gonna just wait for that to happen, right? Like, he's already stealing these Medusa, so our humans are gonna try to do the same. Well, I'm not sure if it's a consequence of this. I don't think it is. I think this was gonna be the plan anyhow, but it ends up just being a split steal kind of situation. 2 infantrymen definitely don't want to take on 4 Medusa, so this was a really good job by Lusty, just drawing out the Medusa in general and waiting for only one to stick around for the fight. So much easier to fight them when you reduce the numbers. They'll be doing very little damage, and you can move on to the next ones. Even now it's just going to be 2 and not 3. This mage version is just sticking around back there. Even the scout helping out a little bit. Taking quite a bit of damage, but at least it's not the infantrymen taking it. Of course, Farlan is faster with this. His smashers and chieftain both do a ton of damage, but actually the Wolfguard commander is kind of keeping up with the tier 3 weapon, but she's not a troll. Right, she's got more utility abilities, but the bonk is definitely on the troll side. And Fallen's back for more. What did he get? Went shopping as well there. Ah, the big crushed stick, yes. Didn't sell the potion, so he potentially wants to do some business with the promotion mechanic later.
The tribe's land grows.
I thought I disabled those sounds. Oh well. Oh well, it is what it is. Should be a nice takedown on the flag, and Fallen can't really react, but this is where the base is already up and running, right? And we'll have to see whether Fallen will actually start putting down his production buildings there or not. It's really not time yet to get around to it, but eventually it will be. As far as the trolls go, advancing through the tech tree is going to be a little bit slower anyhow. You do get the whole advantage of not having to tier up your main base, which would be very expensive. It is expensive for anyone else. The trolls just make a single building to upgrade their existing smashers. Then they can turn them into skull crushers, they can turn them into the stone throwing slingshot boys. Saving a lot of resources in the process, but for that they will need a little bit of scrap metal if they want the melee boys, at least. What the heck? I didn't notice that. But technically you can't see the little buildings on the minimap anyhow. And it's like completely silent too. Why isn't it making sounds?
Our capital is under attack.
Well, it's making that sound. Plus you can hear it. That is funny. It's doing so much damage. 150 pierce. It's like more than the capital. Oh my god. Well, it's a death tower. It's been upgraded, right? So that's that. How the infantrymen will make short work of this. Not before a handful of workers die, though. Was it worth it for Fallen? I'm not so sure. He kind of revealed that this base exists. Level 4 has been achieved for the chieftain. I'm not certain that he wants to really come over and fix this. Of course, it will be possible to. With the base's firepower adding in a lot of help. It certainly is possible, and we finally have promotion for the smashers. So Farland is in fact interested in turning some of these initial smashers into skull crushers, and then potentially even wall breakers, the big siege boys. But can he actually take on the adamantium golem with just this few? The number of smashers is very, very low. And sure, if he does have a weakening orb, which he does already have 2 of, it might be possible to do it. You'll just have to make sure to dodge this spin to win attack, which is very powerful, applies a super strong bleeding at 10 DPS. It's irresistible, so it doesn't matter what kind of armor you have. Well, there was a second weakening orb, so time to use it, I'd say. Otherwise, this hero is gonna have to chug several potions, not just the one. Okay, there it is. -1 pierce resist now. And it's gonna be another spin to win, but this time Farland manages to dodge it. The humans are coming this way, you can see on the minimap. Woo, whoa! Alright, alright, we're fine. Wait, Troll Guard March ability? I did not expect that. Either way, the golem will be going down. And level 6 is achieved.
We need to expand.
Level 6, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves all the right side business and some of the left side business. Let's see if Thick Hide Rage gets picked up. We obviously have come here, the slow attack. March 1, which gives the troll guards a faster move and attack speed. Now level 2 as well. Wow, that is a actually pretty big increase there at level 2. And we've got Stomp, which does some damage around the troll guards. When it comes to Big Slam, it doesn't have level 2, however. That's the Stomp ability. It did something. Not much. It didn't do much. Once he has the Troll Guard level 2, he will be able to have 5 Troll Guards, however. I think that's what we're aiming for. Move Guard Commander, just an absolute beast as well. She's only level 4, right? But the Shadow Strike, Fatal Blow, Whirlwind, standard attack combinations are just absolutely brutal, especially with Brute Force level 4. Not gonna be able to take down the individual smashers, but it will do a lot of damage to them so that the other units can. Now, upgrading these smashers to Skull Crushers will also restore their health, so that's a pretty good way of taking care of things here. But can Farden actually stop this takeover of his land? I see all the human bases getting upgraded. Humans are tier 2. Tons of billets are coming in. Maybe a little bit exposed. That could be a problem later. But yeah, because you know, trolls, they do love to just make a handful of wall breakers out of their Skull Crushers and then send them around to cause some trouble. As for promotion, hexing is gonna be the first pick. Not hitting, interestingly. So a bunch of hexers could be created if Farden starts regaining his mana, or focus rather.
The tribe's land grows.
I'll be also curious to see if he goes up to 5 troll guards. He needs to assign 2 more.
We're being attacked.
Opportunity to do a stomp is here. It will cost mana, however. And Fallen Shore is chugging. I honestly can't tell whether that ability is good or not. Slowing attacks are in. Oh, wow. Tons of kills are coming through here for Farlan. Lastly teleports out, but there's more weak units. A Come Here ability could potentially catch these. Also, Troll Guard March is currently on, so these guys are getting run down. You never get to see this part of a skill tree being used in competitive, so Farlan making it actually work after all these years is actually a pretty big deal. I mean, the Trolls came out in 2020. So I'm excited now. Started out like a box standard Farlan game with the sector steal. Well, turns out not to be about the sector steal at all. And instead, it's about the right side of the tech tree. Now imagine how strong the wall breakers will be when you keep applying all the buffs to them. Especially in the end game, if you have the big... What are the big guys called again? The final tier units. I keep forgetting their name. Warbringers. Excuse the break, I'm having a coughing fit. Anyway, yeah, once the Warbringers are in, you combine that with this Troll March skill. Do a little bit of stomping. I think that's gonna come together very nicely, actually. And Fallen has had a lot of gold, so he's bought himself the items. In fact, what if he buys Noria's command later? Right now he's got the Amulet of Omnipotence, that's from the Golem. But what if he gets this Golem right now, which is not under attack by the humans. They're more interested in wrecking this base, but it's got 10,000 health. I think it can manage. Potentially. Yeah, Fallen thinks so too. He's got level 2 on the trash throwing ability. We've seen the Stomp actually doing quite a bit of damage to the Adamantium Golem alongside all this siege damage. The increased attack speed also contributing a ton. Oh, that Skull Crusher is nearly dead. Brutal, but so is the Adamantium Golem. So once again, Fallen just putting a sneaky and getting a massive amount of experience. Now he's level 8. And he's got Noria's command. Holy crap. Alright, what happens then with the right side skills? Let's take a look. He still hasn't put anything into Brute Force, mind you. Well, now he has. Oh my god, suddenly it's 32. 32% movement speed. 19% attack speed. And again, you can have 5 Troll Guards. How does Stomp level 2 get better, actually? It's like double area of effect, right? It's 8 by default, which is why it looked pretty weak. But at 16, it could be pretty good. And then what does this one do again? Bond of the Troll Guard. He gets more hex power. Okay, okay, that's like the focus recharge when the boys with the Troll Guard tag hit enemies. They recharge the focus of the chieftain. Yes, that's how little I know about the right side because nobody ever uses it. He's activated the ability. Troll Guard marches in. Got a big bonk with the bleeding application, which means it's level 2. Let's see that stomp. Oh, Farn's gonna actually teleport out.
The tribe needs more room.
I was really hoping to...
Shelters.
Wait, did he use Stomp there? He didn't. He didn't. I think Stomp might have done a lot, but he had so many weak Skull Crushers that it was just worth going home, really. I agree with the decision in the end. Taking a look at the Humies, it's a lot more boring, right? But we've got the upgraded Infantrymen. Both upgrades are in, so Oak Shields and Warhammers. Higher damage, higher health. Foundry is already up. What does he need that for? I guess the wood upgrade at this rate. There's a lot of food, there's a lot of other resources not being in a good spot though. Well, the area could be secured, and Fallen is actually probably low on scrap. He's probably eaten most of it already. You can see all these random scrappers all over the place. This one is like a very big piece of scrap for sure. Like physically, why is it so big? I don't know. I cannot believe Fallen went for the right side. Let's say he's made the right decision. He's been tier 2 for a long time, and there's the first Warbringer. I mean, you've seen the upgraded sectors, right? That's what gives away the tier 2 in the first place. The sharp eyes of the tribe will hold for a long time as well. Try to teleport on top of it, but it will fall. Hero will as well, however, and the units are now stuck facing trolls that are faster than them and most certainly hit harder than them. Ironbeak boom droppers are here as well. Holy crap, that is a very fast chieftain. Look at all that bleeding damage on the arbalists. Basically gone. I think they might be getting the kill on that chieftain, but I mean, if it comes at the cost of the entire army, you can remake the hero for free. It's no problem at all. So how strong are these guys really? Right now it doesn't matter because the Warbringers are not stacking yet with... Did he just eat the chieftain? This guy just ate the chieftain, dude. Nah, that's not how it works. I'm kidding. But hey, stick stacking a little bit of corpse power is not a bad idea as well. Blood power, excuse me. I mean, Farlan is doing the multi-pronged harass plays. Yeah, this is a very troll-focused cast. You'll have to excuse me. Even though there's keepers, I love me some keepers. They can really stabilize this mid-game as long as they don't have to face magic damage because of their high strike and pierce resistance, just like infantrymen, but with a super high health pool. So, fantastic unit overall. And Farlan just snuck the scrap rain anyway. It's not his sector, but the sector can't see him, so why not? Good idea. Do it with the other one too. If these burbs find the iron sectors, that's where they can do most damage, but there's gonna be watchtowers, so you know, these iron mines are gonna be doing their thing for times to come. And it should be the same here. Really good reaction to the burbs. Good news for Lusty that he had the resources, and he's trying to go tier 3 himself to be able to combat these Warbringers with his high tier units of his own. These guys have actually magical resists as well. And they get stronger with the blood stacks, of course, in terms of damage. Taking down this sector won't be a problem at all. It's just a completely normal scouting post. Are these keepers gonna be a hit squad? I mean, they don't do that much more damage than infantrymen. They're not faster either until you upgrade them in tier 3. I'm loving me this edgy match right here. It's very good. That's a base to retake for Farlan if he's got a moment. The Shrine to Mugwa needs some loving. Even got a moon temple, which is blessing the area to work harder. Yes! We're stealing the scrap! Farm transition has happened, and the Arbalist starts trying very hard to snipe these Iron Beaks. Fallen's worker harassment is going great. Somebody call HR. Yeah, you'll rebuild the sector. Got birds of his own, much chunkier than those of the trolls. Clad in armor. Tin chickens, I call them from now on. This is really not big enough to engage the Humi army. Fallen does have a crap ton of resources, so the food spend has been a bit of a disaster for him. And I think he might not want to actually stay here, but hey, that chieftain is doing okay. Yeah, he's teleported out. He's done his damage. Killed a few units. It's good enough. As long as he doesn't lose his own. This is really not too bad. But very, very soon... This was the Stonebreaker base, right? And Fallen just didn't have stone for a long time now. Gotta fix that. It's production also that he hasn't had enough of. That's why he went so negative. And all these fight huts in the main base, hopefully they are enough to get him popped up. Because Lusty is on 160 population. He's tier 3. He's getting all the border fortresses now. Definitely playing very well. I've not actually cast a game of Lusty's, but he's doing well. It's great. I want to see more of it, actually. Got the champion set, a bunch of medics as well, which will give some staying power to the Wolfguard commander. Nothing wrong with that. Ideally, some flag bearers would be added soon as well. I just don't know about the griffins. Like, they're gonna be great for chasing these birds. But if there's a tower to take care of those, then that's good enough. Several workers being killed, however, is a big deal. But this harassment is now over. Nice little feathery explosion. Can the hero kill happen? Almost did. But Wolfguard Commander is going to stabilize from here. Seen the health bar drop actually after the teleport, so an arrow must have tracked her into Narnia. I really need to see Fallen use that right side tree more. Stomp being able to affect all the troll guards. For 136 damage, it's really not too bad. Then you obviously do that 5 times plus yourself. So 6 times. That is a lot of damage.
Captain, the tribe learned something new.
I think you can one-shot an infantryman with that. Yeah, definitely. If all of them hit the same infantryman, you might get a pretty big splash damage kill with that. Only one thrower tower here, so that's certainly not enough to help. It's not enough to kill the Wolf Guard commander either, but the trolls might be coming in to defend momentarily. Meanwhile, the champion upgrades have finished, however. They now have a spear, able to cleave. It's a big lance, really.
Let's get to work.
Farnham's leaving the flag on. He doesn't even take the time to deal with that. I guess he feels rich enough. He's 200 population. He's got tons of Warbringers, several of which are Troll Guard, which gives him a ridiculous amount of health. They're more health than his hero. But he could still make one more Troll Guard unit. Let's see how he wants to engage this. There's a Bone Hexer now joining the fight. 5th Troll Guard has been assigned. And now they're marching almost 40% on the movement speed buff. 25%, 24% on the attack speed. That should be absolutely sick. Wow, they're moving at a crazy speed. It's nuts. Let's see if we're going to see the stomp ability. Yes, there it is, but it didn't hit most people. Handful of Skull Crushers are engaging the champions with the support of Flag Bearers, so that's not going very well for the trolls, but the numbers are okay. There's a big enough troll army that they are taking it just fine. Unfortunately, the Warbringers got separated, and the left flank is collapsing for Farland. I think he will have to retreat away from this, but he certainly reset the human army as well. Wait, is he actually winning this? His hero might die. Yeah, with all that firepower, it is. I'll tell you what, if the trolls can actually win here, all the corpses are here. That's a lot of food for the blood stacks. Ooh, the Warbringers are getting very, very low, and now they're stunned. They're going down, both of them. That's a huge loss. But at least the hero will be taken out in retaliation. And these Bone Hexers are healing themselves as they do this pure damage. So that's life stealing right there. You have a splash damage component too. The Arbalists certainly don't like that. But ultimately Fallen still has to run. This is just too much. Hero is supposedly gonna be remade, right? No, Fallen forgot. He forgot to remake the hero. That's a big issue. I'm pretty sure he thought he fixed it, but no, it didn't go through. Wolfguard Commander, meanwhile, nearly back. As much as these guys are life-stealing, fighting off the champion is going to be difficult when there's so much backup. Plenty of scrap is being gathered still by Farland, so the resources are not going to be a problem, but the population certainly is at this point down to 45. The Humies are really getting things together now. Good news about trolls, though, is economically you can basically last forever, right? You're not going to be making throwers, but hey, you got infinite scrap and offering potential as well as food, so Bone Hexers are something that you can make basically forever. Although if I recall, there was wasn't there a balance change with that? Hold up, the Hex Camps, let's take a look. No, you need scrap and offerings, but You don't need wood. So you can just straight up go there, get these units. Warbringers you can't make forever because they do need wood and stone. All these Stonebreakers right now are being empowered with quite a bit of extra speed there for collecting and for the actual production. But these moon temples are actually pretty sick. But you can only do it for one resource type. So once the stone is gone, I'm guessing he will either go for wood or food. But Farden certainly has the food right now. Going for the Amulet of Omnipotent Sail, so that he can get himself more proficiency potions, I suppose. Ring of Nullification, Potion of Proficiency, as expected. These guys can stack together, so his resistance just went up a lot. Noria's command is the best amulet he could have had anyhow. I do think he should buy himself more health potions though, if there's any left. I didn't see just now. I didn't take a look at that. 4 Warbringers, 3 Bone Axers. This is not bad, but needs to grow those numbers. And very soon, because the human army is getting a little bit crazy. It's got flag bearers in offensive mode. 9 champions at the very least. And even a bunch of mentalists have been added in, though you've seen that army has actually pretty good magical resists. So the mentalists have limited potential here. So like the addition of the catapult, so it will be faster to siege down these places. Scrappers look to have stolen pretty much all the scrap, except this one got discovered. But with the Humies now swapping to Aria distilleries here in the special sectors on the side, this is where most of it is, right? Like back home, there's plenty. But to have the side sectors as well, that is ridiculous. And here basically there's only Aria. So you can have really, really long games over here. Speaking of long games... Oh, I got it. Just at the right time. We're gonna have a superhero landing. Ladies and gentlemen, Titan time. I don't even know what's gonna define this game then. Titans? The right side skill tree? This was already epic without Titans. I guess we're taking it to the next level. Damn, this army is looking sick. Counterattack went quickly as predicted because of the catapults. Whoa, they caught the hero. Okay, now with the troll move speed, this is going to be absolutely brutal. Look how quickly the Warbringers are getting on top of everything. And we should be seeing the stomp ability getting used by Farlan. There's a slow. Where's the big bonk? Oh yeah, we did see the stomp this time. And it did kill some units. I'm not very convinced that it's very good though. But then again, he hasn't been getting the juiciest possible casts. It is a difficult to use power, definitely, because 5 units have to be located in the exact right position. And then it will do its maximum potential damage, right? Anyway, we got Brute Force level 6. He's packed out of this? I swear he had hexing training before. It was lit up. I was so sure he had that. Either way, we are 1 point in Breath of Vitality, 3 points in Concentration. Slam 2 is in. Obviously, that's where the bleeding damage comes from. Then Throw Junk 2 is in for a 60% weakening. That's why the hero keeps dying whenever the Kobe throw hits her. Not to mention the high damage of the troll units in general, so... Yeah, good luck keeping the hero alive against that kind of stuff. Of course, Commander does have her fancy armor now, but can't afford too much stuff, right? Like, we still don't see any rings or other accessories. Amulets are certainly more expensive as well. So it will be difficult to live up to the challenge that Fallen is posing. Gonna hit this frontier outpost real quick. It's an easy kill for 4 wall breakers, definitely. You know, wall breakers with the Warbringer's help, plus the hero, plus Troll Guard are getting put on them. Plus the attack speed increase, plus the stomp ability. All that working together could potentially just sneak through and take down the main. Once again, some great worker harassment from the burbs. Love it. Well, all these wall breakers are toast, that's for sure. Well, that's okay. Oh yeah, and don't forget the trolls get stronger when they're weak. So at low health, they gain empowered as a boon. And that's another 15% damage. Here come the watchtowers. Fallen's doing what he can to deny the construction of it, but it's already at a high health, and I think the carrier is about to finish it here. Just needs a little bit more resources, and these guys are not doing a lot of damage to buildings, right? With pierce damage, it is what it is. But really good effort shutting this down. The Titan's in. I don't know when the superhero landing happened. It's really hard to say. Because you like gotta cast it on the unit. And Fallen definitely doesn't want to fight this. But we do have the Titan, ladies and gentlemen. It's able to apply a pretty strong shield to all nearby friendlies. And Fallen will need every single unit he can muster to take this thing on. Speaking as siege damage, but like, you don't want to have siege units in this army anyhow. Alright. He's trying to get in. But everyone's shielded. This is going to be a lot easier said than done to use the stomps. Certainly not to great effect, and you know, a heavy impair is coming in as well from the Mentalist, which reduced the attack output and move speed. Not unlike the normal impair, which is just a speed reduction. So those Mentalists are pretty good. They're pretty mental. Ooh. It's a lot of expensive, valuable units getting in there without much backup. So I do think you have to destroy these buildings before you try to take this gang on. Whew. Lusty's doing the best he can. Even the burbs are coming home to try and defend this. Can Fallen actually hold though? Looks difficult, guys. Looks difficult. There's only one catapult, so that might be the one hope that Fallen has. Can he sandwich this army while everybody's out of position? The Warbringers are getting to very low health levels now. And we are looking at an attempt to take down the strong heart of the tribe. I'm not quite sure that can happen here. It's at just over half health right now, and very few units are left for the humans. Paragon is by itself, and it doesn't have enough DPS to out damage this thing. Repair is pretty fast, and the Paragon has to run. Look at all those corpses. Fallen can feast and make these bone hexers way stronger. So a bit of a comeback mechanic for the trolls, or even you know, it could go the other way as well, where it's just it makes you win harder with a snowball effect. But in this case, it's just the humans have thrown their army, sadly. Little does Fallen know that there's so much Aria in the bank that his harassment actually isn't helping right now. Oh, hello there. Mugwa's Cub is in. Wow. He had to sacrifice somebody with a 10 blood stack. So that's why we saw the Bone Hexer go into 10 blood stacks, and then Fallen sacrificed it to create the Mugwa's Cub. This guy is quite a bit stronger than the Paragon. It's able to do a crazy bonk attack that will hurt the majority of the army around it. And you can see how fast it is. It's also got a higher attack, but it certainly cannot create a shield, and it doesn't have the high armor values that the Paragon does. So it's a lot more vulnerable. Alright, here goes. Shield is applied to the friendlies. And Fallen's Paragon, Mugwa's Cub is losing a ton of health here very rapidly. The catapults are doing so much damage. Units around it are getting stunned by the Wolfguard commander. So finally the impact from the hero is coming in, as well as the troll guards. But Mugwa's Cub is already at basically no health left. A Paragon can just keep tanking. I'm not sure Fallen is going to be able to push. We're certainly trying, picking off so many units here. Wow, he's pushing off the... He's pushing out the catapults with the Warbringers. Man, these guys are getting a free ride there. Oh, he didn't notice. Okay, he's picking them off now. That's good. Yes, take it home. We can use this guy later. You are kidding me. But the catapult guys keep always talking about how about you push for a change, so... Oh no, they have to go all the way home. Interesting. Bottom missed it. Well, I've got it on camera, so... You know. Well, the Humies are rebuilding pretty hard, I might add. The population at 151 to 115 is problematic. I don't think the humans need to attack right away. But, you know, the addition of the Mentalists at this point with this super strong impair is just insane. It will basically offset the Troll Guard bonuses with the movement speed and whatnot. Plenty of Aria left in the bases. This was running a little bit lower. It's the iron that we have to worry about now. Yeah, this is out. This is about to be out. This has some left.
Will only take a second.
Of course, the humans have the market, right? So for a little while, they will be able to just sell the other resources. I think a little bit of Aria might be getting sold here. A little bit of all the resources are getting pulled in. I'm not sure what we're trying to buy.
Let's get to it.
Well, we're certainly selling a lot of the existing resources. Alright, the humans are 200 pop, and it's go time. It is go time for the Humies. Got a Warbringer with 10 ready to go. And I think Fallen might pre-purchase the next Titan already. Look at these Warbringers just going absolutely nuts. 31% attack speed increase. My goodness. Their animations still work. This will be a base takedown, but it's the same for Farland who's suffering that. He'll have to come back to save himself, but he's got enough offerings for the next Titan already. He's not in a big rush to go home because his population isn't looking so hot. Also not pumping units from the fight huts. That could be a huge issue, in fact. Plenty of death towers around, so they'll be taking down those infantrymen without any issue. We've got upgrades to turn them into slowing towers. That's probably not helpful right now, but we've got a teleportation home. No, Fallen changes his mind. He will base trade. No, he will go back. No, he will base trade. No, he will go back. Titan Sid. Oh my god, the base! Fallen, I think you're too late. I think the Humi's got this. Oh my goodness. There's an attempt here, but Earth Shatter stops it. Everybody's stunned, and Fallen's base is destroyed. Capital victory condition has been reached. The Paragon stands victorious, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely epic game. I can't believe we've got a Titan versus Titan off of a right side skill tree for the chieftain. That's like, you never see that. You truly never ever see that. I'm so happy about that one. That was great. I want more of it. Seriously, people, experiment more with this right side stompy business. It's interesting, to say the very least. Well, guys, SpellForce Free is free to play. You can try it out on Steam. I'll put the link in the description. Try the Versus Edition, play some multiplayer, send me some replays, and I'll be back with the next one. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.